Hello, YouTube. It's your girl, JaKelXO, and welcome back to my channel. But if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the crew, and also hit the bell to be notified of any time that I upload. And also follow me on my socials. I am on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram, but I'm mainly more active on my Instagram page on the screen. It is JaKel.XO. You can follow me there because I am also a WWE2K content creator. You can follow to see all of my work that I have on my page. But now that has been announced, let's go ahead into the conversation. I'm going to be giving my NXT Heatwave PLE review from this past weekend. I enjoyed it. And if you also have any comment, definitely put them down below so that way we can engage and have this conversation with one another to hear your thoughts and opinions of what you thought. But let's proceed further and get right into this conversation. Up first, we have the triple threat match between Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, and Jada Parker. This was a good number one contenders match. I absolutely love that this was the one that they opened up with because they really brought the energy, and these girls were so hyped, and that match was absolutely amazing. I really love the chemistry with all these ladies, and their in-ring styles really meshed so well together. I definitely want to point out how my favorite spot was when Kalani was going for a 450, but Lola had reversed it into that submission hold. I absolutely loved it. That part was absolutely really cool. But I'm actually happy that Lola did win this match. She was a great option, but it's hard being a Jada Parker fan because she keeps eating these pins every time there's like a multi-women's match. She always eats the pin. But hopefully, Jada comes up on the rise, soon enough she gets her turn. But I'm actually happy for Lola that she has won this match because my girl has been coming up pretty well and her matches have been very entertaining. And so hopefully she gets a good shot and win this NXT championship soon because I absolutely would love to see her as champion because Fatal Influence 2, they kind of been a little rocky. So it seems like Lola may have a good chance. But we'll see when it comes to NXT No Mercy soon enough next month. Up next is the tag team match for the NXT Championship belts, Dark State versus Hank and Tank. This actually was a good match. I didn't think their in-ring styles would kind of mesh together, but it actually ended up being pretty good. Only thing that I really was kind of annoyed by was the ref play of not ejecting Dark State from ringside. Those members were like so disruptive. They kept going in and out, and I don't understand why ejecting them was not an option. That was the most annoying thing ever. And honestly, Hank and Tank should have retained right here. I feel like they could have done a little bit more because Dark State, I really don't understand their win. I was very surprised that they were the one that were the winners of this match. Just because of the simple fact that Dark State still feels like they're in this black and white situation because this group hasn't really said what they wanted. They just caused chaos and that's fine, but it's like, why are you causing the chaos? There has to be some type of detail of the reason why they are the way they are. Their characteristics aren't really shown. They're good on the mic and everything, and they have great matches. They're not bad in ring at all. They're good in ring performers. But outside of the ring, we don't understand who they are and what they are. I feel like they should have more development before they start getting the tag team belts. But hey, they won. Have to go with it now. Hopefully they have a cool title reign, and hopefully the right people dethrone them and see where we go from here. Alrighty, up next, following after the tag team match, is the triple threat match for the TNA Knockout Championship belt. Jacy Jayne versus Ash by Elegance versus Masha Slamovich. I absolutely love this match. This match was really good. Their chemistry was very entertaining. And I also love Masha Slamovich in ring style. I've fell in love with her style the moment I got noticed from a match that she was in with Jacob Fatu in an intergender match. That was absolutely a good one. If you want to go back and check that out, I definitely highly recommend. But to the match, I only have one critique because like I said, I enjoyed it. It was great. But the ref play, once again, it just didn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how that Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley got ejected from ringside, but the other members did not. Yes, Jasmine attacked Ash in the ring, but it's no DQ. But the fact that the other members attacked JC in the match and they didn't get ejected for disrupting doesn't make any sense. It's no DQ, of course, but the fact that they're still interfering with the match, so I don't understand how they were able to stick around to the end. But the positive of this whole entire thing, definitely happy that the TNA belt is back in its home and where it's supposed to be. And so hopefully Ash by Elegance has a great run with the belt, because I'm definitely happy to see that it's back on the original brand that it's supposed to be on. Moving on to the next match, we have Jordynne Grace versus Blake Monroe. This was my favorite match of the entire match card, I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love this match due to the spots and the psychology plays that was done in this ring. I absolutely loved how they moved so smooth and they just did not miss a beat. These ladies were going at it. I absolutely love the premeditated play of Monroe when she removed the turnbuckle to later on use it to her advantage moving on in the match. I love that part. I've always liked Blake Monroe with her stage name Mariah May in AEW. I always thought she was very captivating and she was very good to work with many people as she can. And working with Jordynne Grace was absolutely one of my favorites. Definitely want to say that I absolutely love when a non-title match, when there is a good feud and a good story leading up to the one-on-one. That is like my favorite thing. Because without the title, you gotta have to have a good story to build up to this one-on-one, and they did a very good job. But hopefully Blake Monroe, she has another few things under her belt that she's gonna do to reign to the top of the NXT roster, because I have been enjoying her a lot lately. So congrats to her on the win. And like I said, this is one of my favorite matches. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Alright, moving on to the next match, another tag team match. We have Ethan Page and Chelsea Green versus Tyra May and Tavion Heights. The Canadians versus the Olympians. I like this match too. This match was very fun. I actually am surprised at how well they worked so well in the ring with each other. I'm not gonna lie, Chelsea Green really stole the show a lot and was kind of really not surprising at all because everybody loves Chelsea Green. But I definitely can say this was a good way for Tavion Heights and Tyra May to kind of step their way into their new paths on NXT. You know, Tavion recently just branching out of No Quarter Catch Crew, and Tyra moving on from LFG and over to the NXT roster. They absolutely looked amazing. Tyra's moveset is so dominant. I absolutely find her entertaining in the ring. I definitely can't wait to see more matches of who she's going to go up against and how her run's going to be. Same for Tavion. He's very unique himself. He has a great style. But Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, I never knew I needed this duo. They absolutely been entertaining themselves, but definitely could say I'm not mad at the match result because this way that they can build up a little bit more for Tyra and Tavion. They have something else to, you know, do and then gain more wins that would be beneficial. So this is a great way for their type of rivals to go up against and later down the line gain more credibility as they move up on the roster. Okay, guys, main event time. Javon Evans versus Obafemi for the NXT Championship. I absolutely love this match as well. It was such a banger. Javon Evans was really giving Oba a run for his money because he was fighting for this belt so much. So it had so much emotion going into this match due to their build-up and how they got here. I really loved how Javon really gained the trait of being resilient because he really showed a lot of fight because, you know, as we've seen, he took Undertaker's advice of taking down the biggest dog in the yard. And I'm not gonna lie as well too, this felt similar to how Moose and Leon Slater at TNA Slammiversary, when Leon was fighting for the X Division Championship belt. I really liked how it kind of had that same energy, how they both are going against their biggest opponent and they're trying to fight for something. But unfortunately, Javon did not win, but Leon Slater got, you know, his victory. And I really did like that match. That's just a side note. But back over to the main event of Heatwave. Only critique that I have is the ref play. These ref plays just were out of whack on this entire PLE. Now, we all have seen what had happened. One ref got knocked down and then the other ref had to come in and do the 3 count. So before the 3 count was official from the new one that came in, I noticed that Owo's foot was on the rope. I was like, it's not going to count. But he didn't see it. But somehow the ref that popped right out of nowhere said, oh, it doesn't count. I don't understand how that works. If that new ref that came in and solidified that 3 count and he didn't see it, I don't see how Javon Evans didn't win that match. But match kept going. Obafemi did his finisher and he has retained his championship belt. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish Javon Evans would have won right here. I definitely felt like it could have been a good special moment just due to the build-up and what Javon has been really fighting for on this roster that he's been going on since the beginning. But I hope he does get a rematch down the line somehow to get another chance at the NXT championship belt, because I definitely would love to see Javon as the NXT champion. But to conclude my entire review of the NXT Heatwave PLE, I wish I can give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'm a -2 points just due to the fact the ref plays just were so contradicting. I did not like that the refs did not do their jobs this time. But I still enjoyed the entire thing. It was absolutely fire, but unfortunately, like I just gave my reasons, there was some downfalls. But it definitely just would have been the icing on the cake for Javon Evans to win the championship. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions of what you felt about this PLE. I want to hear your things of what you have to say. But until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next conversation.